Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh. Holy shit, I'm introducing.
Get your shit together right now.
What's up, bitches? I missed you. Welcome to Customer States Podcast. Allie's so disappointed.
I love it.
Allie,
I'm not disappointed. I'm mad.
Oh, I'm mad.
Alley-oop.
Everybody.
I mean, alley-oop.
Oh my god.
Oh, who are you and what is this?
My
shit.
name is Yank, and we need to drink first.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, open them for me.
Ooh.
These are good
Say
poppers.
that again.
Give me one margarita.
I'm gonna open my legs.
Ooh. I have papaya passion fruit.
What?
I have papaya passion fruit.
Oh, okay.
I have blueberry pomegranate.
I just gleeked.
Oh.
I have pineapple mango.
Oh, I love mango.
Pineapple mango.
Pine nipple mango.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, guys. I'm Jake. I'm back.
Welcome,
back, I'm Eric.
You guys. It's all of us. We're reunited.
No,
And
it's
it
only been
feels
3
so-so.
episodes.
Reunited.
It feels so good.
Does.
Anyways, what do you do for a living?
I am a service advisor,
You did it.
and I love it. Why are you wiggling?
It looks like I'm petting a very big, or I'm very big and I'm petting a very small dog.
Nice.
So
I was like, what are you doing?
I've been doing it for a little over 4 years. I'm also Alex's personal bitch.
Hi, Alex.
Why don't you tell him yourself?
Anyways, who's to your left?
To my left?
Oh, hi.
Introduce yourself.
That
I'm Mike
guy.
Sarah. I've been in the automotive industry for over 15 years at one dealership and many years at other places. And I do lots of things in the automotive industry. And I'm pretty tired today.
All the hats.
And wearer of many hats.
Less hats lately.
That's not actually true.
Have you ever worn a sombrero?
Yes.
He
Good
has
to
one.
know.
I gifted him one.
No,
Oh.
that's a cowboy hat.
Guess what a sombrero is?
Sombrero literally
No, a
translates
sombrero.
to hat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, then I have several hats. In fact, there's like 3 of them over there in the shot.
You've-
And I'm wearing one as well.
Veronica.
But did you know,
Diana.
in addition to the
¿Cómo
hats,
se llama?
in addition to the hats that I don, there's also a companion of mine to my
Doth you?
left. And his name is Robert Paulson.
Diana.
Doth.
Diana.
¿Cómo se llama?
Eric Montenegro. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Heavy line heavy line technician, Ford Motor Company for over 5.5 years. Thank you very much. Insert applause here.
Tap, 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 tap.
Tap.
To my left is the wonderful nail clacking.
Brought to you by.
ASMR nails. Do you guys know something amazing? Okay.
Here we go.
Do it.
Right. She's gonna be talking
All the
whole
tangents.
podcast.
Do
Yep.
it.
I
Okay,
know.
so I'm Allie Paul. I'm a warranty administrator for 13 years for both Volkswagen and Mazda.
She's about to leave that career though and start a Foot Finder account.
No, I'm not.
Y'all are welcome to
Actually,
sign
I
up.
am. Let me know in my DMs. No weird stuff though.
Yeah, if you would be down to support
Nothing
her
weirder than feet
for
pictures.
that
I
cause.
feel like feet pictures is like the best form of, because you're gonna do what I like. Maybe you just like feet. I don't know what you're doing with the picture.
Yeah, don't yuck other people's yum.
It will.
Maybe they're just like, I need to imagine what my foot looks like, but someone else's foot.
To quote one of our to quote one of our great service managers,
I think you have a
moving
brain
forward,
aneurysm.
What? With the fork?
moving forward in the
Oh, moving forward.
He's telling you to shut up.
I get in line.
I mean, I'm all here for it. You were going to go off on a tangent I wanted to hear about.
I was gonna talk about how, have you guys heard the Dolly Parton song 9 to 5?
Uh-huh.
You know the typewriter noise in 9 to 5? It's her nails. Like she's going like this.
Gimme. Do it. That's it. She's doing that in
And
the song.
it's even credited in the
song.
it says nails by Dolly.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic.
The more you know.
That's right.
I'll never get that minute and 30 seconds back.
You know what?
I don't think it took that long.
We need to give all of the time in the world to
Miss Dolly.
motherfucking Dolly Parton.
A national fucking treasure.
I told Allie the other day and she didn't bother to respond, so maybe our listeners will. I hope she never leaves us. I hope she lives forever.
Well, a piece of her will live forever.
I want Dolly as a whole to live forever. Anyways, moving on. Any gays?
Any gays?
Tell us about your customers.
Speaking about people that don't know when to stop talking, I have these specific customers that come in, and this topic is titled Joe's customers. And why I say
Joe
this,
Mama's customers.
yes.
So good.
So Joe is actually on vacation right now, riding his motorcycle around the United States. Not the whole United States, but he's going a bunch of places. When Joe leaves,
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
his customers still show up. And these are the types of people you would expect another older gentleman from another generation who talks a particular way and leads a certain way in politics. You get the crazies.
That's great.
And I had one yesterday.
Wonderful.
And he's a nice gentleman, besides the fact of his, what are they called? Conspiracy theories.
Oh, no.
My
Love me a good conspiracy theory.
My
Yeah.
God, man. It was like having, what the fuck is the big fat bald white dude that screams a lot, used to have a podcast, he got canceled.
Rush Limbaugh.
No, the other one.
Joe Rogan.
No, not that one.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. It was like an Asian Alex Jones. First day he comes in and he says good morning to us, and he's like, so did you guys hear that they're poisoning the water here in Westlake?
Did you guys hear that they're turning the fish gay?
Yeah, it's like turning the.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so he's like the third customer I've had no fucking coffee, and he comes in hot and he's like, you guys have been buying bottled water, right? Because your brains are melting because of the new poison they're putting in the water supply.
Is the poison filtered
outta here.
out by my fridge filter?
So we start.
How many times do I have to put it through the Brita?
Vigorous head shaking is happening in the
So
studio.
we start with that, and then we roughly transition into the fact of, we've got Russian spies that are here, and, we're owned by China, which is partially true, but not for the reasons he was leading on. And then we go a little bit, and then we go even deeper. Then we go to the dark side of the web, and he starts talking about the fact where he's like, he's a professional hacker, and he can save us all if we just sit there and listen to what he has to say.
All right, Neo.
Huh?
Seriously.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
How many times did he bring up red pill?
None.
Blue?
I don't know. Isn't that what they say? You have to red pill someone?
Well, that is a popular expression.
I've never heard that.
You mean like take the red pill or the blue pill?
Yeah.
Take the red pill to continue forward, take the blue pill to go back. Yeah, so these particular customers, they always show up, and when Joe is not there to entertain them, they like to talk to me and my associate Kyle, and it's
Oh,
right
Kyle.
by the goddamn door.
I would like everyone to know, and this is no offense to you, Kyle, but Kyle is not a right-leaning person. He is a very free, liberally leaning person.
That's fair. Yes, absolutely. Oh, he also said that Biden's a robot. He's a skin suit. That was another one that will caught me
We're
off
all
guard.
skin suits,
Like
man.
he said, it's a person wearing Joe Biden's skin. There was that thrown into the mix.
Lizard person?
He said something about if you look at the pictures, the earlobes are different. It went deep, man. Like,
How long was this
Sir,
introduction?
I'm just trying to tell you that your oil change is going to cost you $110.
Yes,
And can we continue forward with this? I have 3 people behind you.
yes, 100. Well, see, this was kind of a slow morning, and it was
Just your fucking luck.
I know. It was a slow morning where we had from 8 o'clock to 9, we had a 1 hour block. And of course, with him talking there, instead of people showing up early like they always do, they decided to be cordial and on time.
Wow.
Oh, that's like the lady at the vet that was pointing up in the sky and told me, look at that. Those are chemtrails. And I like slowly backed away, and she talked to that man for like an hour and a half about chemtrails.
So this went on for a solid 35 minutes.
Oh
and,
my God.
even after we answered the phones and were talking with, our techs and everything, he stood there, waited for us to finish, and continued.
No, that's what when you dial somebody like 911 and then you take the phone call, be like, I'm sorry, I got to take this, and you go somewhere else, just do something else.
I had already checked out after the fact of their poisoning the water supply, but going to the fact of Biden's a skin suit, I'm like, okay.
yeah, where do you you can't convince someone of something that is like, if they believe it, they believe it.
And then
Whatever.
again, these are the same customers that come into the service department and be like,
Oh, and he works for the school district, which scared the shit out of me.
Scary as fuck.
hopefully only as a janitor or something.
Yeah, right.
I could appreciate him being like a just the weird janitor,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Come to find out, he's headmaster at Hogwarts.
fine. Dumbledore.
Fuck, he is. I would know about that.
What were you were gonna, someone started.
Oh, so these crazy people that we talk about with all these insane conspiracy theories are the same people that tell us that their buddy who works on cars down the street said that there's no way that the cracked spark plug can cause this transmission problem that he's having, when it's not a transmission problem, it's a misfire. But again, I hate to beat a dead horse.
To bounce, and then I'm going to tell you my joke, and I think Eric's going to be proud of this one.
Okay.
This one.
Oh, is it joke time already?
No, not quite. I have to tell this story, but he's going to be proud of me. This is a good one.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first, off of
love
that, off of what Mike said, I had this lovely twat waffle of a customer yesterday.
A blue waffle?
No.
Oh, okay.
Google it, kids.
Don't Google it. It's not real, anyways.
Well, that's not nice to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I didn't. Okay, well.
God.
Anyways, moving on.
Jesus. So twat waffle of a customer, full blown Karen. I mean, an absolute cunt. This is how our interaction started. I said it. She was. This is how our interaction started. She walked in. I wasn't up. She talked to Kyle. She goes, my car had to be jumped to get here, and I'm just hearing this. I'm just listening in the background. And she seems kind of worried. She's like, oh, I had to jump it. Nah, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, and when I turn it off and I try and hit it again, I just get a click, 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 and it won't start.
Needs a battery.
And she's talking to Kyle, and I go, oh, it sounds like it needs a battery. And she's like, excuse me? And I'm like, it sounds like it needs a battery. She's like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's obviously either the alternator, the starter, or my start-stop button. I'm like, man,
Yes.
you probably... And she's like, I had the battery tested, and it's at 11 volts, or whatever she said. I'm like, well, number one, that's below what
where
it's
it needs
supposed to be. It's a 12-volt battery, ma'am.
Yeah.
And second,
12.65.
I'd almost bet money, paraphrasing this, but I'm like, ma'am, it's probably just a dead cell in your battery, and that's why you're still getting a click, but it's not enough to turn the vehicle over. And she's like, I didn't honestly ask for your opinion, and it can't be that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, have a nice
So
day.
Go
man.
fuck yourself.
Well, so I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I was just more trying
I'm a
to
bitch.
put you in peace that it wasn't something you necessarily needed to worry about, that it was just going to be something basic maintenance, but I apologize. So we test the car.
Guess what?
And it's a dead battery. And you want to know what the fail was? Dead cell. So when she
It can't be that.
so when she
Not possible.
came in, I was respectful and I held my tongue, which was very difficult to do. I probably wouldn't if she wouldn't have called Alex to complain about the fact of how expensive the battery was.
Oh, get the fuck out of
So
here.
if she wouldn't have called Alex, I would have voiced up. But because she got a hold of my manager, I kept my mouth shut. However, what I did do is Kyle, when she came in, Kyle went, oh, by the way, we replaced the battery because of the dead cell. And she turned around and I'm just doing this. Mouth shut with a big old shit-eating grin.
that's fucking
And she walked into the fucking cashier, fucking ego decimated. And it's
No eye contact.
Nope. She turned around that once because she could feel that fucking smile burning a hole in the back of her skull.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was
That's
great.
Ma'am, I hope you have a day as wonderful as you are.
That's a great one.
Give your balls a tug, tit fucker.
So for my joke, and everybody can answer this, but I'm going to focus it at Eric. Eric,
Yes.
how did the head of garlic cool off?
How did the head of garlic cool off? How?
It took its clothes off. Thank you. I'll be here all
I already
night.
knew that one
That was
because he
cute.
told me already.
Yeah. Thank you for refraining. That was cute.
I thought he would like that
I
one.
did. That was
Okay,
super
we
cute.
can all just take one collective slide now as a customer states
wait, I
family.
need a cue.
Hold on, 1, 2, 3.
No size. It was beautiful. We loved it. Thank you, Jacob.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Alec gave me a no-no. The boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town. Okay.
Wow, we could start our own band.
I know. It'd be shitty, but
Please, no,
we
please,
could do
please
it. You're a better
That's
singer
rude.
than
You're
me.
supposed to support us. What?
I think
Oh,
so.
real quick tangent. My sister came out to.
Oh, yeah.
It was very nice to meet her. She's very nice.
It was nice.
Thank you. I love my sister. She came out to visit last weekend, just on a whim, before she starts her new job in her new position.
Congratulations.
Her new promotion.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I will let her know. Anyways, so we were at Target walking around, and excuse me, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to burp in the mic. Hi, Mike. So we were looking at the cool graphic tees, and Britney Spears came on. I think it was Toxic, actually, was the song playing. And I start singing just because I'm that person that will start singing or dancing in public at random. And I hear somebody...
You don't say.
Right. And I hear somebody whistling the song as we're leaving the section and walking towards the front of the store. And this guy pops out of the... he works for Target. He pops out of the women's section whistling, and he looks at me. He's like, you have a beautiful voice. I was like,
Oh.
thank you. I giggled with my sister, and we both ran off.
He was hitting. Oh my god, I totally picture, yeah.
But I know for a fact I don't have a beautiful voice. I'm pitchy as fuck. I can't carry a tune.
I'm flat.
But
No, you're not having a great
polite.
chest.
I don't. Yeah, your rack is fucking phenomenal. So that's what I could do nothing but deduce the fact that he was trying to flirt with me.
He was.
Which was
Regardless.
cute because I've never been hit on in public before.
Really?
Like, yes.
It's
He
because
was-
it's Target and it's Pride Month. He's feeling like extra.
Right. And it was great. But I think he was a little too young for me.
Oh,
I'm always hit on by the cougars, and Allie hates it.
like I don't hate it. It's just like
She dates it.
this lady followed him around Michael's the other day.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
The hell were you doing at Michael's? Oh,
Please let it be
Wow.
known that Jake pointed at me.
Yeah.
valid excuse.
She was carrying around an upside down pineapple. That's why.
So that's why she came to hit on you. Got it. Makes sense now. Okay. So you had no one to blame but yourself.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Just upside down pineapples everywhere.
So whose story is the boys are back in town?
So that's my
Boys are
story.
back
Oh,
in
yours.
town.
That's my story. So all of the boys, all of the managers were out for like a week,
Well, except for Alex.
except for Alex.
Hi,
Alex was
Alex.
holding down the fort. My manager, Mark, was gone. My office manager was gone. The owner was gone for a while. And I have to admit that things ran, a lot of shit happened. Like, shit blew up. There were like 4 damaged vehicles. There was a customer buyback. I mean, it just went off the rails.
Well, I mean, stuff's going to happen at any given point in time, but it's bad when you don't have the people there that are there to deal with it.
They don't do anything anyways.
Well, that's part of the story is that it went great. We handled that shit like a team. Everyone was supporting each other and helping each other. So there's only one common denominator here. Denominators.
I wonder what that could be.
I'll let you speculate.
Speculating.
So that's the story.
Speculum.
It went good. I'll let you speculum. Duck.
Spread.
Where?
Quack.
Speculums look like ducks.
Oh, very funny.
They do.
That is a tool for the vagine, by the way.
I think you can use it in other orifices as well.
I think it's specifically designed for the vagine.
You can't use it in a better.
Speaking of jokes,
Oh.
My career
Allie?
choices.
you were laughing at the career choices, not the outfit joke.
Please raise your
just
hand
so
if you
you-
feel personally attacked by Eric Montenegro.
Hey,
Thank you, Jacob. I love you.
Love you too.
So,
Where's the duck's butthole?
What?
by the speculum apparently, or something like that. I don't
cloaca?
know.
In his ass quack.
Did you just come up with that?
I heard it a couple of days ago and it just popped into my
that's
head.
pretty good. I like that one. I like it. I thought that was good.
In his ass quack.
I'm going to direct this one at Jake. Since he directed one at me, it's only fair.
Ooh, shots fired.
No, not at all. I just want to
back and forth.
challenge his brain.
It's up there somewhere.
How does the Rock pee?
How does the Rock pee?
Like Dwayne?
Yeah.
With his Johnson.
Oh, we figured it out!
He Dwayne's his Johnson.
Okay.
Wait, he Dwayne's his
That's
Johnson?
okay. That's valid.
Dwayne Train.
Dwayne!
Did she just get that?
Okay.
What was the delay on that? I'm gonna have to look
If we
back
were to
on
go back and listen to all of Eric's jokes, 50% of them, the jokes aren't the funny part. It's Allie clicking.
reaction.
He Dwayne's his Johnson.
Like, I don't get it. Dwayne. Yeah, that's his name.
Oh my
Dwayne
God.
Johnson.
Oh, man.
Oh, good lord. You all right there?
I don't know. I'm verklempt.
I think you need to take off that big wig you have on.
Oh, I like my big wig.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, we knew it was Mike.
It's there. I did not, actually.
So we had a situation, all these situations at the dealership, and essentially what was happening was that we had like 8 or so high up executives coming out from different regions to come do.
And ask you what the fuck.
I'm not going to say an inspection of the dealership, but like we're going to have a meeting, or they're going to have a meeting there, and they're going to look over the dealership and like do all these things and talk about numbers and do all. Yes.
So this is Fjord, or this is your company?
It's the company.
He said yes. Your dog is eating cotton. Like she's
It's
literally
not me.
pulling the cotton out and swallowing it.
No, she's not going to swallow it.
I just watched her pull it out and swallow it.
No, she spits it out eventually.
Out of her butt.
Like one end, yeah. I didn't specify which end.
All right then.
Anyway, she's fine. She does that all the time. I haven't had any issues.
Oh my god.
I don't think she's swallowing that much cotton.
Can you say intestinal blockage?
She's doing just fine.
Intestinal blockage? I did it.
As the man who
what
cleans
the-
them up, I can tell you she's doing just fine in that department.
Yeah, thank you. Didn't need to know that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
This pod has been just bouncing ping ponging everywhere today.
Derailed like that train in Moore Park.
I heard about that.
Yep.
Too soon?
Did anyone die?
I don't know.
Oh, rest in peace if they did. I'm sorry.
No, they rested in pieces.
Eric, too soon. Edit.
Oh,
Ooga dooga noise here.
oh stop.
Wouldn't it be a choo-choo noise?
No, edit.
Ooh.
Everything you're doing is bad.
Snap.
I want you to know this.
So we had like major executives coming into the dealership.
Look at him just trying to conduct this conversation.
Oh my god, it was a derailment for sure.
Oh man, topical humor.
Go on.
You only the people in this room.
You really got off the tracks here.
It was quite of a locomotion. It was a rage.
It's all right.
It was a rage.
Michael.
Let's get back on track.
Back to the only one who's not amused like the
Thomas
rest of
the
us.
Train has never seen so much bullshit in his life.
Seriously, no cap.
I'm trying to regain my composure so I can continue with the story.
Let's just kick it in the caboose and keep going.
I thought I had that. And no.
I'm trying to remember my story now, but all I can think of is like what train puns.
Oh fuck.
We're talking about cars.
Bigwigs.
Trail cars?
We were talking about bigwigs.
So we had these executives that we knew that were coming to the dealership. It was, they're visiting our region and they're touring a lot of the company's facilities and just saying hi to the people that work there and stuff like that. And because our GM manages a bunch of our company's locations, they were going to come to this location specifically, blah, blah. So we got an email that Jake's making faces and it really messed me up. I'm very sorry, people.
I caught my...
We got an email saying, we're having the janitors come out and the whole store's got to be clean. Make sure your stations are clean. Make sure, sales department dresses a little bit extra fancy, blah, blah, blah. Because we have these big important people coming out. So
Let's make this place look like something that it's not.
yeah, you're putting lipstick on a pig is one of my favorite expressions ever in the world, and I'm going to use it to describe the situation. It's like you're trying to put lipstick on a pig. And granted, our dealership isn't horrible, but it's not the greatest dealership in the world.
Better than ours.
We're trying to make it look like that. So the powers that be get in charge with the janitor staff and the porters and this, that, and the other, and everybody's trying to communicate to do this on this day, blah, blah, blah. So I come in on Wednesday morning when the people are supposed to be there, and I'm there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
So I'm there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
I can't. Man, my mouth is dry.
Do you need a bed?
I do. So I'm there very early in the morning, and when I'm walking through the lot and opening things up, I noticed that while the cleanup crew was there and used their little Zamboni machines through some of the stalls, they also just happened to sweep all of the trash into the center of the parking lot.
Oh.
Like where the cars drive. So now the dealership looks like shit because instead of the trash that was in the stalls being kind of hidden by the fact that they were in stalls, now
Compiled into
everything
one.
is in the middle of the roadway where you can clearly see it.
That's not an OSHA violation.
Get the giant shot back.
Well, that was okay. So that's where Eric, you hit right on something right there. Okay, so
You hit on something right there.
I'm telling I'm like opening up the shop and stuff like that, and opening the doors and printing the service daily logs and all that kind of stuff. And then I realized like these people are going to be here in about
2 hours, and my porter that I could probably have do this doesn't show up until that time, and it has to be done right now. And it started to get personal because, you know, and again, everybody tells me that I take things too personally, right? And I know that I do myself, and I'm trying to work on it. But that's my dealership, just like it's your dealership and your dealership. You know, whoever works there, it's your dealership.
You get a dealership. You get a dealership.
I wish.
But I've been there for 15 years. I've literally slept there overnight. I mean, so multiple times, not on purpose, but
That's what happens when you drink after you clock out.
yeah. But you know, to have my dealership disrespected in that way when it was clearly presented to the cleanup crew that it is supposed to be clean for this reason because we have all of these executives coming out. That doesn't mean sweep the trash into the lot. And so when I took all the pictures of all the dirty gloves, soiled rags, zip ties, metal things, batteries, like you know, the key fob batteries, things like that in the roadway that right next to the storm drain, I sent them to my service manager and my general manager, and I said, listen, I get it that we were trying to clean this dealership up, but this is like the opposite of that. All this trash was in the stalls and was to be picked up. Instead, they literally just threw it out in the middle of the road and forgot about it. And the company's excuse was, oh, they must have forgotten to sweep up when they were done.
Must have.
Like the one time, and we stress them, this isn't normal cleaning because they're coming on a different day that they're not supposed to be there. We stress them like the executives are coming in. It needs to look good. What do you mean they forgot? Like, how was this not stressed to them? So I spent, and this is a good training lesson for everybody in the industry, but I spent an hour of my morning sweeping up the entire lot. And for those of you that have been at my dealership, you know how big the actual service lot is. All of the asphalt on there, I swept everything up and threw it in trash cans and threw everything away and scrapped all the metal and stuff like that. It took me a little over an hour. When people were complaining that, why are you doing this? I said, well, because I don't have any porters here right now. I don't have anybody that can do this. Well, you know, how is that your job to do it? Well, because we can't hire anybody to do it. It lies on my shoulders to get it done because I can't have the shop looking like this. What am I going to do? Then when somebody told me that, well, you should just be able to tell somebody to do it. Right. But who am I going to tell? There's nobody here. This should have been taken care of. This should have been done.
Need an early morning porter.
Well, I mean, that would be nice for a start. The biggest thing that came out of that was there were, you know, of the technicians that came out to me and said, why are you doing this? As I thought about it more, I was like, I will never ask somebody to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. And I didn't mean that to be the lesson in that, because it's not a lesson. I was just literally cleaning up the dealership that I work in. But as you can see, if I ask you to do something, it's not because I don't want to do it myself. It's because I have other things that I'm doing. And you seem to not be doing anything right now. So again, I am not above sweeping up the fucking parking lot.
Technically, the service manager is supposed to do stuff like that if somebody slacks their duty.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a service manager. It's anybody. As a dealership employee, you're getting paid an hourly rate to work there because at least in California,
I don't.
your salary, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of an hourly rate. But in California, like as a technician, the lube rack technicians at my dealership, when they're sitting around because there's no lube work for them, and I understand that, and we're trying to get the lube rack work in, but I need them to help me clear the service drive or go around and do other things. You're an hourly employee at that point. With the exception of one technician, none of them have made their efficiencies ever since we put them on flat rate. There's only one technician that has ever done it ever.
Wow.
So they're hourly employees still. And if they're hourly employees, you either clock out and go home, or you help me out with something else.
That's really frustrating. Like, we're supposed to operate as a team, and if you see something, like if I see a piece of
If you see something, say something.
Thank you. I wanted to. I
That's a
wanted
good
to,
one.
but I didn't want to interrupt Ali.
like if you see a piece of trash or what, but you already did anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I did
See
not.
a piece of trash or
you
something
fucking
on the
bitch.
ground.
Now
Like,
I am going
pick
to
it up.
interrupt you.
Pick it
Absolutely
up.
not.
Pick
no
it up.
way.
I think
It's not
we should
going to
pick it up.
happen.
I didn't mean
No.
to drone on for a minute, but I mean, I just like
It was technically 8.
I think
I'm sorry about
that we need some
I'm kidding.
relief.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
I
for
have
that.
it right
We
here. I was
appreciate-
just-
No. So does he.
Oh my God, what is that? That's my keys.
The key jingle inception.
Well, I think we should, before we thank our sponsors for their wonderful contributions to this podcast, I have a question to ask you guys.
Ooh, I love questions.
What do, excuse me, before I get into this, you guys all are aware of the story of Snow White, yes?
Yes.
And the Seven Dwarves?
Yes.
Okay.
They're not relevant in this story.
Okay.
Sleepy.
You're aware.
Dopey.
Yes, all of that. The Evil Queen.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. What do Easter eggs and the Evil Queen's apple pies have in common? They're both to die for.
Oh Lord.
Come on, I thought my Disney friend would have appreciated that.
It was cute.
Anyways.
Oh boy.
Any gays? Thank you to Nick Lowridge from Matco Tools. Supplying us with Matco Tools and Milwaukee Products.
Thank you to Travis Ferris. Surprisingly.
Surprise! Not with pens. Not with pens.
That's twice in a row.
Still no.
That's like 10 times in a row.
Sorry, no pens.
But instead, with wonderful products such as
JB80.
JB80.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
Yes.
But you'll tell me more. Jake, you tell me more.
Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop. Guac.
Ooh, what about, does he have tacos there?
He's got tacos and burritos and taquitos and guac.
And enchiladas, I bet.
Not shrimp ones.
No shrimp?
No shrimp. Who else are we thanking? We're thanking Bruce Vane for the killer tune.
Yes. And all of our VIPs. Man, I said all of our sponsors.
Yeah, all of them. That just,
They
you're one
sponsor us.
umbrella.
Of VIPs.
You fall under the umbrella.
Of VIPs.
We'll be right back. Bye.
Something smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm hungry. Jake, are you eating El Ranchito Taco Shop?
That looks amazing. What did you order?
Tacos.
What?
Guac.
Jake, are you choking? Get out of my way, Michael. He needs the Heimlich.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening again. Jake, you know you're allergic to avocado. One generic allergy medication later. Are you okay?
Yeah. Almost dying is so worth it to have some El Ranchito creamy guac. Thanks, Eric, for trying to save me, even though I wasn't joking.
I know. I just wanted to get you from behind.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everybody that if you're ever in the Inland Empire and are craving some great Mexican food, visit El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
Seriously, I follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
More than just great Mexican food.
You're a little early there, Allie.
But I'm just doing my finger tapping.
You were early.
Me?
Oh, Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything in the automotive industry. Thank you to our sponsors. We really appreciate all the money that you donate to the cause here. Anywho,
I don't like it.
would.
I don't like it.
I would. What? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay.
Is that better?
What about when I do it? Like, what's that one girl who like made her voice like really deep? She like fucked a bunch of people out of money, and she like made a company out of like poking people's blood.
Your mom?
Kim Kardashian?
No. I can't remember her name.
Unfortunately, the only one who has a crackable is Michael, so crack away, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Allie didn't join in the musical jamboree. Ready? Oh, was that submarine that just imploded?
This one's better.
I heard they found remnants
They did find remnants. I saw the video of the remnants.
of human.
No, it's not possible.
That's what they said, but
It's
maybe it was
not.
a clickbait article because
It
I
is
didn't
a
click on it.
clickbait article. It's
They
not possible.
fucking liquefied.
That's
Yes.
what I heard.
Yes.
But I didn't even think there would be that much.
And this is how
sub.
rumors and fake dudes gets pushed around.
Oh, there's definitely plenty of the sub. The sub can't disappear, but
Right.
they vaporized.
Yes,
Did
literally.
you guys see
There's
the
nothing
thing
left.
where people were like commenting on Twitter, like when you want the Titanic experience and you get the Titanic experience?
Ouch.
Oh, so good. Anyways, welcome back. That was a bit of a crash course on diving in submarines.
Like the train?
That too.
Don't sink his joke.
Don't make me dive into this.
I will implode if you don't start the next
Segment.
segment. Is it my turn?
No.
Oh,
She's like,
is it me?
Is it me? I'm the problem.
I'm the problem. Hi.
It's me.
we had some excitement last week.
Lasterday.
Wednesday?
Lasterday.
Lasterday. So, whenever there's excitement in the auto mall or really around any dealerships, if you're all in an auto mall, you know that if something happens, even if it's down the street, you usually hear about it, hear the sirens, or you see the peoples, or you want to know what's going on. So it was a normal day, and we heard a big old kaboom, bang, pop, skiddly boop, bop, bow, and
Really?
yes.
What? Wait,
Is that the noise it made?
Yes.
what was that sound again?
I'm a scat man.
You're definitely a scat man. I didn't know you were into that.
Oh my god, are you
Oh,
German?
wait, what?
Plating.
Those are words.
Oh,
my
Jesus,
God.
that always wigs me out. I'm like, Allie. So we were all standing outside. We kind of look because there's a freeway that runs adjacent to like right where we
Like
are.
a frontage road.
Yeah. So
Frontage.
usually when you hear crashes, it's usually on the freeway. But this time it was on one of the frontage roads, and we step outside, there are people on top of the building of the dealership that's next door, and you see everybody's got their camera out and recording, and so you knew it was something decent. And there was like 3 fire trucks and 20 cops and
World Star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the whole force was there, and
Was it with you?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
No.
so
Absolutely not.
so what? Here, Michael.
My God.
So what? So what had happened is apparently there was a older gentleman. I'm not really sure, but he was in a Buick, and we have this turn that's a blind corner that's only 2 lanes or 1 lane each way. Excuse me. And a lot of people like to take this corner very fast, and they usually hug the inside lane, so they're going against oncoming traffic, and this is what this person did. And there was a very expensive Porsche that was in the oncoming lane, and the gentleman swerved to miss him, overcorrected, and did what was it, 1, 2, a 3 roll,
3.
a 3.
But he was flying inverted.
It was
Inverted.
so it was a total of 4 because the third ran into the fourth.
Right. And it wrecked 3 of our employees' cars?
3 of our employees' cars. So 3 out of 4.
3 out of the 4 cars that were wrecked, it was 3 of them were our employees. Sorry, Renee. Sorry, Brad. Sorry, Derek. Mm-hmm. So
And sorry, whoever owned the gray truck.
and you guys will be
The beer?
seeing this probably at the same time or before. So we will be posting the video.
And
Yes.
the person allegedly was intoxicated
And uninsured.
and uninsured.
with
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
with a suspended license.
Oh, fuck.
Trifecta.
I
Get
didn't
ready.
know they had a
3
suspended license.
insurance companies are coming after you, buddy.
Yeah, because you can personally sue someone if they don't have
They
insurance.
don't have insurance. That's the whole point of insurance. is
But
they
can't really go after your personal assets.
I was thinking about this the other day, though. Like, if you don't have insurance, you probably don't have money to have insurance.
So even if they sue you, you can't pay anything.
Yeah. You just go to jail. Like,
Well, they can go after your assets.
Well, you can also agree to make payments of like $5 a month, but you'll be paying on it obviously for the rest of your life. But there's no obligation of a minimum payment amount. You just have to agree to it and make the payments every month. So,
just like child support works so well.
Yeah, right.
Eric.
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
You need to pay for your babies.
Oh, okay. No,
All the babies you've been...
Phrasing.
Sewer babies.
Well,
this has been shit.
Yeah.
Sewer
Shit
babies.
in, shit out.
Shit in, shit out.
Yeah.
I don't know whose that is.
So as you know, I've been doing a bunch of like used cars and stuff like that, right? Used cars.
Like writing up used cars.
Yeah, I'm in charge of all of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Literally. And it's funny, we have this whole policy of like, well, you know, we'll take anything in as a trade pretty much, but priced appropriately. And then when my technicians look at it and tell them it's going to be X number of dollars to get this car roadworthy again, they're like, whoa, we paid this much money for it. That's
not my problem.
Yeah, that was really dumb because you bought like a 200,000 mile, 10-year-old car. Well, and so we're ending up wholesaling a lot of things, but that's not what the company wants to do. The company wants to keep some of the higher mileage, lower dollar vehicles on the lot, so that way when somebody comes by and maybe can't quite make the payments on the vehicle that they were looking at, we can bring them over to this other vehicle and say like, well, maybe this is more in your price range. So we have a range of vehicles. Obviously, we have the very expensive vehicles. We have the mid-range.
That's a Ford fucking Ranger.
Then some of these vehicles. But the problem with that is that realistically, the only things that are required to sell the vehicle are safety related.
A steering wheel, an ignition, and four tires.
You know, it's got to work safely as a motor vehicle on the roads around you. Everything else is, up to the discretion. However, so it needs 4 tires and there's no oil on it and it's all black anyway. And there's no oil in the engine and it's all black anyway. And the cabin air filter has
rat shit.
Yeah, 4 dead rats in it or whatever. That's all good and well, but all the other things like the sunglasses holder is broken and the seats are torn up and this, that, and the other.
Aesthetics don't matter.
Yeah, they don't want to fix that stuff. And I get it. We're not in the business of like refurbishing vehicles. We're in the business of selling vehicles. But it's really hard to like, when the managers come back to me and say like, well, why do we need to do this? I said, get in this vehicle and tell me that you're going to be okay with, I'm going to buy this vehicle from your dealership. And just again, for example, the sunglasses holder in the center console on the roof or on and the headliner.
You mean the roof
is hanging
stowage
down.
tray?
Yes. I mean, just simple things like that. Like nobody's going to buy a car like that. And
to be fair, at the exact same. If you come in looking at a vehicle and you're only going to drop like 2, 3, maybe 4 grand.
Oh, we don't have cars that low. This this isn't a Mazda dealership.
Fuck you.
Oh shit, son. Yep.
But I mean, still, legitimately, these cars are $10,000-$20,000 cars that we're trying to keep on the lot still. But you have a certain percentage of what makes it profitable versus not profitable. It's just crazy to think of the things like, well, can't you just, I had one of the used car managers say, well, can't you just glue the sunglasses holder in place?
Just silicone it shut.
Like, yeah, I could put tape on it and it will never open again, but
just hand him a pack of Hubba Bubba and call it a day.
Start to chew.
So it's just it's crazy some of the things that they ask you to do or they think would be passable for a car. Like you have to tell them like, hold on, think of it as a customer. You're coming in to buy this car and you go open up the sunglasses holder because you're excited to put your Ray-Bans or aviators or whatever people are wearing these days in there, and
it's glued shut. And why is it glued shut? Because it's fucking broken.
Because I said so.
And this is the level of vehicle that you're going to sell, and you're going to, yes, I'm selling you this vehicle.
This is the special base model where it looks like it works, but it doesn't.
It's like in ladies' pants where there's like it looks like pockets,
Exactly.
but it's not really a pocket.
It's a fake sunglasses holder.
Gaslighting sunglasses holding for the vehicle.
I swear to God, this
You
works.
can't handle a sunglass holder, just like those women. They can't handle pockets.
What?
I don't know.
Like the pocket.
What?
All right, someone laughed.
Oh, sorry.
All right, fuck me.
That's shit in, shit out. You buy a shit vehicle and you don't want to spend any money on it, and you're gonna get shit out.
What if maybe you guys got some of that like sticky Velcro, and like you put the Velcro, so like it would still stay shut because of the little Velcro. That'd be sexy.
So, but because these cars
That'd
are
be sexy.
put together, in such a hack way, do they offer a senior discount?
Fuck that bitch.
No.
That was great.
Thank you.
So,
So
we're going to start this whole conversation off with the fact of this lady who came in.
They do.
Hello.
She was a lady.
she just went.
Stop entertaining her.
Very nice to meet you. Oh, deal. Congratulations. This lady, I'll explain everything. At the end of this, left a very nasty review. And all that I'd like to say is and if this is political.
If you have to ask.
Well, no. If this is, I don't think this is political, but stop me if it is.
Stop.
No. At least give me a shot.
Okay.
Stop.
The generation who says that our generation is spoiled or entitled.
Okay, boomer.
That when you have the boomers who go, I'm sorry, I don't get a senior citizen discount.
Wait, is Debbie here?
Like, yeah. Jacob doesn't give a
I'd like
discount.
to welcome Debbie to the studio.
Debbie
Can we
Downer.
get her in here,
I've been
please?
waiting for this opportunity for 2 years.
Listen here, you fucking Brussels sprout.
Was that Pauly Shore?
No,
it's Lola.
Nick Kroll.
Yeah.
So after this was all done, Alex told me that she's a very well-known customer, and I have apparently had the joy of missing her every single time or not having to deal with her, but this time was not my time.
Oh, you won the shit lottery.
Yeah, so she comes in, and you can tell she's entitled, and she knows everything, and I go,
In her Mazda.
yes, it's like,
nonetheless.
a crappy old Mazda 3, not like yours, just newer, but way crappier. And I go, hey, good morning, miss. Welcome to the service, so-and-so dealership service department. What are you here for? And she's like, what do you think? An oil change. I'm like, we're going to
it's
have
gonna be
one of those.
yeah.
Great start off. It's like just small talk trying to be nice, but fine, fuck you too. So I'm like, okay, well, we're going to get you set up. We'll do the oil change, tire rotation, full circle inspection, top off the fluids. I know what it is. I've been here before. What coupons are you applying for me? Okay. The coupon that we've had for the past 3 years, it's going to be $119.99 plus tax, as always. She's like, what, no senior discounts? I'm like, we treat everybody equally here, miss. Everybody gets the same coupon.
I love it.
She's like, well, I don't see how that's very fair. I'm like, okay, whatever. Would you like me to wash your car for you? Well, obviously, it's part of the deal. Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay. So she goes, and we do the full circle inspection. We send the video inspection as always.
She needs battery.
No.
Dead cell.
She needs a cabin filter.
That's not what it is.
She needs a cabin filter, which is disgusting.
Wonderful.
And she has declined at the past, it was either 3 or 4 services.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. She needs an engine air filter. Also has declined at a couple of services and has come up on a brake flush. That hasn't been declined yet. So we send her video. Of course, she's ancient, so she doesn't know to look at her phone.
And she gets all upset about it.
Why do you have to put
You
it on
didn't
my
tell me
phone?
what I needed.
Yes. So I walk in there after I send it to her. A couple of minutes go by. I know she's in the geriatric, wing.
Ward.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Mother of God.
And I go, hi, and I'll call her Susan for this. I'm like, hi, Susan. It's like, we sent you the inspection video. And she's like, oh God, what are you guys trying to sell me now? Like, okay. I'm like, well, Susan, if you can look at your video for me, it'll explain everything you get to see. She's like, I don't need to. I'm like, well, Susan, you should, because you'll get to see the condition of the filters that I'm going to say that your vehicle needs. She's like, fine. So she takes out her phone. I'm like, would you like me to show you? She's like, well, that would be nice. Okay.
What an angel.
Absolute angel. So I open it up and I show her and I'm like, look, so this is your cabin filter and this is your engine filter and you need both of them. She's all like, I don't see why I need them. I'm like, Susan, this has feces in it and leaves and twigs, and your engine air filter, you can't see through it. Your car can't breathe. Have you had worse gas mileage? Well, yeah, but that's because this car sucks. Paraphrasing.
Loves her car.
I'm like, no, Susan, it's because your car can't fucking breathe.
Sure.
She
The
goes,
monkeys might fly out of my butt.
right. And I'm like, so would you like us to replace the filters for you? She's all like, yeah, that's fine, but make sure I get my senior citizen discount. And I'm like, Susan, we don't really have a senior citizen discount. We have a discount for service people and EMS and police, but I don't have a senior citizen discount. I apologize. Are you in the military? Did you used to be? Does it look like I've been in the military?
What does a serviceman look like? Serviceman? Whatever.
So I go, I'm like,
Thank you for your service.
I go, Susan, if there's anything I can do for you, I will make sure I will apply anything that I can. How about that? And she goes, okay, or whatever she says. So I go, we replace the filters, all of that stuff. I close out her paperwork and I walk in and I give it to the cashier. Susan is not in the waiting room at this point. So I decide to give her $5 off each filter, which ends up being almost 10%.
That's very gracious of you.
So you know what? I can do
That's a senior citizen
call
discount
it,
right
yeah.
there.
I'm like, you know what? Almost 10, whatever. So do that.
I'm allowed to discount things. Sorry, I mean, it's,
Good for you, Mikey.
And so I go back to my desk, start working. Susan comes back in. I kind of flag her down and I point at the cashier and I said, your paperwork is good to go. So of course she's good at charades, so she understands that. So she goes to talk to the fucking cashier and
There's that delayed reaction we love.
so I go back or turn back on my computer and
You're laughing too hard, Michael.
and my
it was very funny.
and my phone rings, so I answer it. And out of the corner of my eye, I see my cashier start to walk over with Susan at the cashier desk. So I'm like, great, some other fucking problem. So my cashier's standing there waiting to talk to me. I hang up with the customer that I was on the phone with. And and we've got a little sliding glass door that partitions her office with ours. So the glass door is left open. Before my cashier can even say anything, Susan goes, did you apply my senior discount like you promised, Jake? And I go, Susan, I said I would do my best. And yes, I did get you a discount. Well, how much was it? Or how much, what did you give me? Something fucking asinine and backhanded. And I'm like, Susan, I gave you almost 10% off what I'm allowed to do. And she goes, that's all?
Ew.
And I go, Susan, it's
You lucky you got that.
yeah. I'm like, Susan, we usually don't discount services like this, and you already got a decent chunk off of your service as well. So you're walking out of here getting $45 off probably in total. So him and haw, huff and puff, whatever. She leaves.
Huff and puff.
And as she's walking out, she goes, my car better be washed. I'm like, it's already out front. It's washed, Susan. Your your keys are in the cup holder.
We only wash cars for nice customers.
So I'm like, Susan, have a wonderful day. The car's washed. Keys are in the cup holder.
Bye, bitch.
And
it's not over.
closes the door. This is not where this ends.
I'm sure.
So let me hit my vape. Okay, I got my nicotine. I'm happy again.
That's what she said.
A couple of
Wrong button.
Sure.
a couple of days go by, and we get her survey, and the survey flags it, or the program flags it as a detractor. So that necessarily doesn't mean that she gave an overall bad score, but there are certain hit words in there that the AI picks up that somebody is unhappy. So in this was, okay, Originally had to call, had to wait 2 weeks to get into this, get an appointment, waited too long. I personally saw that they brought somebody in that didn't have an appointment that day and brought them in without question. I don't know how she fucking saw that, because whatever, but besides the point. Wi-Fi was spotty, didn't work on my phone. She wasn't on her fucking phone. She was reading a fucking book.
She can't use her phone. She doesn't
Wait,
know.
she's talking about the customer Wi-Fi?
Correct. Customer Wi-Fi was spotty and didn't work how I wanted to.
No, she was trying to use the technician Wi-Fi.
No, I meant like Wi-Fi or a car or something like that. I'm like wondering if she's talking about the dealership experience of the vehicle experience.
Had to wait 2.5 hours in this dirty little waiting room. I can look on our DMS that shows the minute
Dealer management system.
the minute I open that fucking appointment, the minute the cashier fucking closes the paperwork, basically, and I can tell when she walks out. The overall total was 1 hour and 42 minutes, not 2.5. Either way.
I feel like that's decent, isn't it?
Car didn't get washed. Blatant lie. Watched the video with the service advisor and went over the full circle inspection if they did it.
What?
Saw that they did an oil change and tire rotation, if they even rotated my tires. I doubt that any of these services were done that he told me that they were. Paid way too much and did not get my senior citizen discount.
Fucking Susan! You should be ashamed of yourself.
What a cunt.
However, she gave me 9s.
What the fucking shit?
It was all very weird. It was a whirlwind.
I think she's bipolar.
And then once
Schizophrenic.
She's just a crotchety old bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then once this was done, I call Alex and I'm like, hey, have you seen the surveys recently? And he goes, what, did we get a 0? I'm like, no. Susan so-and-so left a review. And he goes, oh, yeah, we're used to that. I'm like, would have been nice if somebody fucking clued me in. I'm like, did you read it? And he goes, no, but I will. And he's like, let me guess. It's all a bunch of lies. It's backhanded and it makes no sense. I'm like, yeah, that's about right. She's like, every time. He's like, if you work with her, that's how she will be.
It's difficult to understand, like, from a managerial, managerial standpoint, or even like from a corporate standpoint of how do you respond or react to a negative Yelp review or something like that? Do you respond and
Call the customer.
present the facts, or do you say like, I'm sorry that you had this experience, please reach out to us at this number or whatever? I mean, like, how do you deal with that?
Speaking of how you fucking deal with that, to complain about the surveys, and every single technician, service advisor, dealership owner will understand this pain. When your fucking overall company, so the corporation, whether it be Mazda or Ford or whoever, when they set up these guidelines that literally you are set up to fail, the way that ours is one of the ones that hits us is likeliness to return to dealership.
She's not.
However, this was for a different one. How people interpret that can mean a lot of things. How was the service? How far did I have to drive to get to the dealership? How far was it out of my way? So I got a 0 on likeliness to return, which completely flunks me. It's a negative 100 to my overall score.
Oof.
Because even though he went to another dealership who told him to kick rocks for doing a safety recall,
right,
and we told him, please come, we'll be more than happy to help you out.
They can't do that.
He gave a 0 for likeliness to return because he said the dealership is too far out of my way. So not even the fact of it being negative, just the fact of, because of the way that it is worded, the dude interpreted as, well, I'm not going to come back because it's an hour and a half drive from me.
So not only is that like a misinterpretation of the matrix of the software that calculates where that goes, but that's also the customer like misunderstanding what they're
Correct.
asking you. Like, if this was my local dealership, is what they're asking you. Like,
100%.
if I lived down the street from this place and this was my local dealership, would
I'd be
I
here
want to come
every
back
time.
here?
Yes.
Yeah, of course I'd come back here. But no, I'm not going to drive 3 hours away to come to this dealership because they were the only dealership that was
Exactly.
going to help me out.
So you put a 0 saying,
Yeah.
it's too far. You
That's
guys helped. And that was the thing. His explanation of everything else was, you guys were awesome. The other dealership didn't help me. High praise. Jake was awesome. Alex, service manager, was awesome. Likeliness to return, 0, which destroys everything. And the
So can you answer me this question again? Who was it that filled out the survey?
customer.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Customer.
And customers are
Stupid?
Always right.
Yeah,
Yes.
So,
I don't get it either.
and then when you ask Mazda, why do you guys do it this way? And they're like, well, it doesn't matter. It's all like if you did good enough service, they would drive that hour and a half.
No, they wouldn't.
What?
No, they wouldn't.
What?
I'm not driving an hour and a half anywhere.
Anyways, so
That's horrible.
we need a joke.
We do.
Comic relief. Look at your little leggy.
Look
It's
at
so
Allie.
cute.
Look at Allie.
You got color relief.
I'm looking at Allie.
That's rude.
Hey, I pulled an Allie. I got there.
I'm kidding. Why are elephants wrinkly?
Why?
Have you ever tried to iron one?
I don't know about
I'm glad Mikey liked it.
All right, that was a good one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Who's a warranty edit deferral dilemma?
Not me.
Oh,
That's
Surprisingly.
me. That's me.
this is a Mike heavy episode.
No, we can
Like
say that
it.
for next time.
No, please.
it's fine.
Unless we want to do listener mail real quick.
Well, we have 2 listener mails, but one I do not have on my phone. So, Eric, while we read the other one, do you want to cue that up?
I don't have the first one on there. It's on my phones unless Eric has that one as well.
Oh, okay. So just the one that Eric needs to. What about Brady's?
I don't have that one queued up yet.
So how about
that was
those?
from last week.
How about those Dodgers?
They just
lost
came
yesterday.
back 8-3.
Yep.
What
What?
tonight?
Yes.
Oh, really? That's good. No, they weren't
pretty
doing
good.
that great.
Is that on the facials?
It's on. It's on the gram.
It's on the gram.
The gram.
Is this Andrew?
We're looking. It's intense. We're camping. Intense.
No. No.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Wait.
No.
Wait.
In studio as we look for the
No.
listener mail.
Mail. Here's the
5 weeks
mail.
ago.
It
Wait, let me
never
see the
fails.
name.
It
I
makes
think
me
it's
wanna
that one.
wag my
I think
tail.
it's Justin.
And it comes and wanna wail. Meow. Did I do it right? Did I do it right?
What
Why
the
does
fuck?
it keep doing that?
Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Yes,
it's this one. It's gonna be like a string. Yeah, it starts there.
Okay.
You don't have to read the. You can read the first one if you want, but I personally think that the second one was like, what the fuck?
Round 2.
Yep. Just don't say round 2. I can read it if you want me to read it.
No, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
So this is our good friend Jesse from Kansas.
Jesse.
He is also a Fiore
Oh,
mechanic.
Jeffy from Kansas?
Jesse?
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 What did I say?
Jesse.
Jeffy. I thought you said
Oh.
Jeffy.
You've had Jesse.
Jesse.
Jeffy.
Jesse.
Jesus.
Bless you.
Bless
Can you
you.
stop that? We're trying to record a
I'm
podcast.
sorry, everybody.
Seasonal allergies.
Round 2.
Fight.
Let's go back to 2019. Customer states no crank, no start on a 2018 Fjord Mustang 2.3 liter turbo and maybe 18,000 miles. Very much still under bumper to bumper. 336 warranty. The interior looks and smells like the inside of a crack pipe. Apparently, when you live where Jesse does, you smell crack pipes all the time.
No offense, Jesse.
Somewhere. Oh, you ruined it. You ruined it.
Okay.
You ruined it, bitch.
Bitch.
Somewhere in the car, I end up finding the engine air filter. Sus. With the hood now open, the air filter lid is off with no air filter present. Turns out the tenant believed he could modify the vehicle better than the last 50 plus years of Mustang engineers, replacing the air filter with a beach towel. Stuck inside the intake tube and ingested into the turbo is a beach towel. Finding these two unsuspecting lovers bound by matrimony and brute strength, I pushed Artax into the swamp of sadness, never to sleep seen again. Oh, and he corrected it. Never to be seen again.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Sorry.
Reference, if you know, you know, he did
Send a video clip.
Our tax was the name of Atreyu's horse in Neverending Story. Mm-hmm. When he gets stuck in the mud. And
It's so sad.
Yeah. Yes, that's a great song.
Thank you for sending the video because
Thank you, Jessa.
also I've never seen Neverending Story.
What?
Oh my!
Get the fuck out of my house.
I know things. I know like folklore.
Get out of my house right now.
This is not your house.
Anyways.
I can't believe you've never seen that.
I've never seen it.
Well,
But I know, like, I've seen parts of it.
Oh God.
I wish that I can go back through all the episodes and hear all of the movies that you haven't seen, and like, we're gonna
You
have, like, a
haven't
movie
seen
night.
some important movies as well.
Like what?
Birdcage.
The New Mermaid.
Eric and I and Jake saw it
I
with
know.
Eric's sister and David, and it was so good. I cried.
I would probably cry because I like the old Mermaid was really important for me in my life.
You would probably cry because there's a few scenes where it's just like a perfect. It's so well done, except for they leave out the classic line of "But Daddy, I love him." They leave that out because it's not feminist enough, I think.
Well, this is a
Daddy.
very mermaid heavy episode.
Is it
What?
Towards the end.
Merman?
Mer person.
Mer people. Thank you. Yes, please.
There is a mer person, multiple besides King Trident, who I will say is not as hot as the cartoon version.
Javier Bardem. He's beautiful.
Oh no.
Wait, he's the
Yeah.
He's King Triton.
no way.
Yep.
Oh man, he's so good. He's
Yeah.
Trident
See? Told you.
or Trident?
Triton.
I knew that.
King
Yeah.
Triton.
like 3 Triton, like the 3.
I thought it was like the Fuck
4.4
me! I just
meters.
keep hitting the microphone this whole time.
Yeah, you with your microphone hittings and
I will take these off and make this a reality.
don't bring the headphones any closer. We don't need any more.
You know who else
Doesn't need any more
makes this
feedback.
a reality?
Our sponsors?
That's right. Like Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
California.
Nick Lowridge from Metco 2 supplying us with Metco in Milwaukee.
Travis Ferris is also amazing and makes us super happy, except for when he doesn't give Eric pens.
Or me.
Thank you for supplying us with all of our Justice Brothers products needs. We appreciate you.
Call him for a demo.
Thanks to Nick Lowry from Macro Tools, playing us from Macro Tools and Milwaukee.
And we want to thank all of our listeners. We want to thank all of our sponsors again. And if you want to follow us, you can follow us on all the social medias, Customer States Podcast. If you want to email us, customerstatespodcast@gmail.com. If you want to check out our website, it's customerstatespodcast.com, where you can find our merchandise. Buy your very own,
Merchandising.
buy your very own hashtag Silver Bell. We have t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, all sorts of stuff,
Butt
all sorts of
plugs.
things, stickers. You're gonna love it. You can also check us out on YouTube, on all of the streaming platforms.
All of them.
And
Most of
keep
them.
sending us your funny reels and stuff because I've been enjoying those on Instagram and whatnot. And thank you to Jesse for writing in. If you want to write in to us with listener mail, you can get us on Facebook or Instagram. You can get us on TikTok too, but I don't look at it that much, so that's up to you.
That's up to you.
And with that, we say... No way.
I mean, that's
You guys
it.
just...
That's it.
That was it right there.
I think you gotta cut it at ooh.
D-U-N. Done.
Done.
We're done.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Woo woo.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.